time passes quickly. People who are dropped from a helicopter also do so momentarily. Reacher Season 2 jumps all the way up to Bad Luck and Trouble, Book 11. The book begins with a graphic description of a man who, as we will discover, was a part of Major Reacher's old army squad, attempting to battle his way out of his captor's grasp on a Bell helicopter while suffering from broken legs. Despite his heroic efforts, gravity is not on his side. He exits the door and descends 3,000 feet into the Nevada desert. Reacher claims that his tab should be $11 based on the 50% discount notice on the wall. Reacher questions the cashier about why. If the sign was meant to be removed weeks ago, she didn't do it herself. Ramblin' Jack Reacher provides his passport, which he always carries with him, as collateral while he visits the ATM across the street, because $22 is more cheddar than he will ever have on him. He discovers a woman there who is obviously shaken and bruised. While assessing their environment, he asks her to attest to having been carjacked. The criminal is in her vehicle, threatening her son with a gun. Reacher assures, this won't take long. Reacher walks up to the minivan, puts his gorilla-sized arm inside his just-bought jacket, punches the criminal through the glass, and then, with a move reminiscent of Joe Pesci in Raging Bull, throws the criminal's body through the car door. He instantly identifies the unexpected $110 and $130 deposits in his account as a distress call from one of his old army buddies, 110 being the 110th and 130 being the military police radio code for "officer needs assistance." Reacher uses the cashier's phone to call Francis Neagley, instead of deducing who gave him a message through his bank account, because we were already introduced to Maria Sten's character in the previous season. Reacher would never handcuff himself with his own phone, but he will pick up a burner when needed. She informs him of the murder of their former coworker, the chopper diver Calvin France. In New York, she needs him. Now let's go back in time to several years ago in Rock Creek, Virginia. It is impossible to calculate the journey time from Manhattan to this location because it is not real, yet it is an army base. This is our first look at Reacher's hand-picked team of Army Police, the 110th Special Investigations Unit. It serves as their mutual introduction as well. Is there not a CBS drama that you're aware of? Asks a younger one. Considering that this show is essentially NCIS with profanity and headshots, it's sly. Although Reacher is a mountain, no man is an island. Therefore, it seems strange to have our lone man in uniform leading a group of people. Reacher and Neagley reunite in the current day at a greasy restaurant in Williamsburg. Reacher corrects her when she remarks, "It's been a minute since their Margrave, Georgia, Season 1 adventure." In addition to being super pedantry, the fact that 2 years, 7 months, and 19 days have elapsed suggests that more time has passed in Reacher's universe than in ours. The news that Franz is now a husband and parent after quitting the army seems to have agitated, if not unsettled him. Neagley has the police report regarding his demise, but she requires Reacher to interpret it for her. Before being thrown from that helicopter, Franz endured days of starvation and torment. They are observed by two distinct people as they leave the diner to visit Franz's wife and child.